my friends. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. And I hope everything is wonderfully exciting in your neck of the woods and happy and all that good stuff. It's been a while since I've been on here, but I was just admiring all of the fall in this, and I thought I'd have a little candy. And today is November 1st, and maybe I would show you my favorite way to paint a fall leaf. The easiest thing I've ever seen. It's awesome. It's fun. I don't know if I came up with it or if somebody else did. I don't know. But this is what I like to do when I want to paint a fall leaf and I don't really have I don't want to draw it. If that makes you understand what I'm saying here, then that's good. So this paper is brown. It is gray brown paper, sketchbook, acid free. I think I got this at Five Below. I think that's where I got this. But I'm going to pause and then I'll be back to you when I get this all drawn out, because I know you don't want to watch me do this. But really what I'm going to do is I'll put this on here however I want it. I'm going to take my Staedtler pencil and I'm going to draw around this little guy, and I'll be back. Okay, can you see that? So, oh, you're a little, there you go. You're a little crooked. So all I did was put this on a paper that I wanted to try and held it down gently and just kind of really loosely went around the leaf. You can do that with, like this one I found in a book from last year that I pressed because it was so pretty. And look at that. A year later, I find it in the book and I'm like, wow, that is really a gorgeous leaf. So change can be beautiful. So this is not watercolor paper, but I'm always trying to figure out what can I watercolor on. So let's see how this works with the watercolors. I'm going to be using my big palette, which is 90%, maybe 89% Daniel Smith. There's a couple of, I don't know how to say that one. It starts with an S. Schmeckle? Schmeckle? I don't know how to say that one. Excuse me. There's a little bit of that in there, here and there. You know what? If I just reach behind me, I can... Not that one. Oh, this is the old one. Hold on one second. Okay, yeah, there's a couple from Wisteria and there's a couple from Schmeckle in here. But this is a huge palette that I have, and most of this is Daniel Smith. I'm not going to use all those colors. If I did, I'd get overwhelmed in no time flat, because you really should have a smaller palette. You shouldn't have like you should oh, so silly. You should have some of the colors that you think of for such a thing. You know, if you're going to use a if you have, man, I'm having a rough time of it today. So we want to have a smaller palette of colors that we're using at any time. You don't want to be like, oh my goodness, I'm going to use this one and that one and some pink and some green and some orange and some blue and some, oh, pretty soon you have the whole palette right on your painting. And you're like, what in the world? What was I thinking? That's all I was trying to get out of my brain. Okay, we are going to get busy here, and I am going to start with quinacridone Deep Gold because this is one of my favorite yellows. It's kind of a yellow. I did this twice, so we can do it 2 different ways. See what we can do. I also have it on a watercolor, and I was like, let's just see what this will do, because I know this isn't watercolor paper. I know it's not going to react the same way as it would on a watercolor paper, but you know, I like to just see what happens. And if you want to make a leaf, I don't care if it's green, if it's orange, if it's blue, if it's autumn colors, I don't care what color you make it. If you want to make a pretty leaf and have your friends be like, what, you painted that? Draw it out. Pick out a leaf that you think is gorgeous. It doesn't have to be dried. Or get a leaf from the store. Sometimes they have those packages of cardboard leaves. Those are awesome. Those are fantastic. Because then you already have, a little something. You know what I mean? Okay, look at that. It is reacting kind of like you would want it to if it was watercolor paper. But I just thought, since this is so pretty and brown, I love this paper. Why not? Why not? Some people say why. I say why not. Doesn't mean you can't, just because somebody says, well, you can't do that. I don't know about you, but when somebody says you can't do that, often I say, why? Why can't I? I don't know why I can't. That makes me sad and irritated and frustrated all at the same time. Now, I think I got too much paint on this one. This one is the Bloodstone Genuine. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a lot. I just wanted a tad. Just a touch here and there. Especially around these edges, you know, because the edges get all kind of destroyed by time and weather. And then we're going to put some of this on here, because why not? It's more of like a black. I bought it and I thought that, wow, this is going to be some sort of fabulous red. It is not. Not at all. Not even slightly. Friends, I will tell you, it is not. So if you're looking for a, oh my goodness, red color, it is not Bloodstone. And Bloodstone was, I think that is one of the Daniel Smith. I like Daniel Smith's colors. I really do. Okay, so we're going to make this into like a little hole or something. And you can make your leaves different. They don't have to be what you draw. You can, wow, my color, my light is fading. My light is fading. We had snow this morning. It is November 1st. And we had snow. Now this type of paper is probably going to pill if you work it too hard, too much, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is just for fun, because why not? You want to see if you can. Let's see if we can. Okay, then I'm going to try a little bit, and I didn't water this one. This one is Perline Scarlet. Oh my goodness, it's one of my favorite. I love me some red. I love it. It's so pretty. So let's see. And often we find beautiful leaves with red and yellows and all the pretty colors. And you see, this isn't going to look anything like that one over there. the one that we drew it from. But that's okay. Get a little water because I can. Again, trying not to work the paper too much, because if you do and you keep re-wetting it all the time like I'm doing, it can pill. Oh well, who cares? This is not going in the Louvre, right? This is for me and a little bit for you. Let's see. I want a little bit of a something green. I have this lovely color, German greenish umber. I just think this is just a pretty color. And it gives you that little bit of a, what color is that? You know? That looks good. I think that looks good just like that. I mean, see how easy, how fast you can make yourself a pretty little picture. And then what do? What? People have asked me, so what do you do with those? Well, a lot of mine I keep. I did have a little bit of a sale and I sold a few. I'm very proud of that. That made me very happy. This is green. This is Under the Sea green. Yeah, I knew that was what it was. I just second guessed myself. You ever do that? Second guess yourself? It's very normal. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I've sold a few. Very proud of that. But the other thing I like to do with my paintings is make them into cards, keep them, show them people, make a little booklet. You can make a something for your coffee table. You can, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. You can, and if you want to make art, don't let somebody, anybody, tell you you shouldn't. That's just dumb. I hate that. I really, really do. So look at there. It's nowhere near this. But I think it's pretty. And then let's just let it dry for a while and see where it is. See what it looks like. Maybe we'll give it some veins. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just leave it like that. Maybe we'll make it into a massive card and send it to a friend. I don't know. But this one, I was thinking something completely different. Hold on a second. Okay, I got these at the Target. They're on clearance. I'm doing an art class for our ladies retreat, and so I'm always looking for a bunch of packets of art supplies that I can take with me and everybody can use. So I was thinking these ones are kind of like, they're light. They're very light, but I thought, why don't we try these on here and see what it looks like. I don't know. Are you up for it? I am. Let's see. Okay, so see how light it is? It's like almost like see-through. We don't have to do the whole thing. You don't have to do it any way you don't want to. We'll put some green in some spots and we'll see how good this looks. Might be my new favorite. I don't know. I mean, my brain just was like, oh, this could be awful. And you're making a video? You're not going to try it first? What in the world's wrong with you? On the other hand, my brain was like, what if it's awesome? Do you have talks with your brain? I do. I have talks with myself. I'm like, hey, self, what do you think about this? That's awesome. You should. You should talk to yourself. Because why not? Sometimes you're the only one that talks to you. But I know my light is fading. I'm going to put some orange right in the middle. Because why not? And then we'll get this, I don't know what color this, they don't say a color. This is a really pretty pinky looking. You can go over them. You can make squiggles. You can do it on its own. You can make it a whole new thing. But yeah, I just thought we have these. Why not? Let's try them. Make whole new colors, because why not? Yeah, I like it so far. Let's see. Ooh, that's a pretty color. This might be a whole fun new thing I'm coming up with here. I'm sure somebody has already done it somewhere. But for me, I think this is why you have a YouTube channel. You put things out there that you think of. You say, okay, what do you think? Can you do it? I want to see if you can do it. And then you let people do it. I know there's a whole thing. People are like, oh my goodness, people are stealing my artwork. Well, then don't put it on YouTube. That's what I say. If you don't like people doing your stuff, then this is not the place for you. You should not put your stuff out here if you don't want everybody doing it. Okay, and then there's this pretty blue. Makes it look like the other one was blue. This not. This one is the blue one. Well, that's kind of cool. What do you think? That like rocks my socks right there. What do you think? I know I ask you that a lot, but you guys don't answer. I ask you, what do you think? You guys just sit there quiet. How am I supposed to know what you're thinking if you don't say anything? Okay, so we'll take the green one, and maybe we'll make this a two-tone stem. And maybe three. Because it's just barely there. Let's try the orange on top of that. Oh, that might be what we were looking for. Yes, the two blues. We'll take this dark pinky one, give it just a little. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Those are completely different and completely amazing. Both of them. I like them both in different ways. And if you have puddles, you can always do that or let it dry. But I think on something like this, that kind of makes it cool because it's just like, you know. Now those two are amazing. And all I used was like a couple of colors and 5 markers. Not even markers. Kind of like a highlighter. That's cool. Okay, so now let's try it in my watercolor sketchbook. And we'll do the very similar same colors on this one. But I think I might get it a little wet first. Just so that it you know, it does its watercolory thingy. So technical, hey? Yeah, well, I'm not a technical person. I'm one of those people who's just like, you know what? It is what it is. I have my own words for things, and if you don't like it, then too bad. I'm not here to be critiqued, schooled. I don't care. If you don't like what I'm doing, keep scrolling. If you like it, great. I am doing this for me because it is helping me to relax. It helps me to show up and do the work, to make something daily. I'm lucky enough to have a space to do this. And yeah, I hope you make an area for yourself and just create something. You can use markers. You can use pencil. You can use whatever you want to use. Okay, so I'm going to use a new one. We're going to use no, this is not. It's Aussie Red Gold. I love this color. It's so pretty. But look at that. That's a pretty color. You don't have to leave your pencil marks, but I just did because you know what? Oh well. It's okay. It is okay. That's a pretty color. I like it. I like it a lot. And then we'll go back to our lovely little quinacridone Gold Deep. Oh, seriously. I love fall. What about you? Do you love fall? I love the colors. Oh my goodness, it's so crinkly. Cut it out, man. Stop it. Stop it, man. Stop it. You're being so crinkly. There we go. Yes. So pretty. Such pretty colors. And then you have to run the risk of things drying. It is that time of year. The heater's on. I don't know where you are, but here we had snow. We had a very warm October, and Halloween gets here. And I'm not like the biggest Halloween person, but Halloween gets here and we have rain and cold, and it's been dry and warm all of October. I would have never guessed. That this was going to be what we get for Halloween. I was thinking, man, we're going to have a warm Halloween. How cool is that? Kiddos. I don't have any kiddos that go out there and do it anymore, but I have friends who have kiddos who are out there yucking it up. And I felt bad because I was like, good grief. Who would have thunk? Who would have realized that we were going to have like this kind of weather? And so that was our Perylene Green, or Perylene, Perylene Scarlet. This is, do you see that? Can you see that happen? Oh my goodness. This is the bloodstone. This is the bloodstone. And when you're using a watercolor paper, this is more the reaction you're going to get with watercolors. I'm just going to go ahead and just take that down, make our little stem. It's quite a big stem, actually. And yeah, that's another thing I like to do. Just kind of like roll through it. See what it does, because yeah. Oh, man, that is pretty. Pretty. And then you just kind of like wet in the area around, because that one got a little dry. So pretty. So pretty. What else do we want to stick in there? I mean, there are a lot of pretty colors out there. You don't want to put them all in the same leaf. Oh. This is Tundra Rose. No. No. Is it? No, this is Treffly Deep Sea Violet. Oh boy. Treffly Deep Sea Violet. I mean, this is just, and this one and the Bloodstone are so granulating, which is wonderful for something that has fallen out of a tree and died. Let's put a little green on there. Let's try. I didn't get this one wet, so it might take a second. But this is serpentine green. So yeah, it still has some green to it. It's still a, you know, some of these leaves have a lot of green left in there, as you saw in our example. There's still a lot of green to them. There's not white, so that's what we gotta subdue that white that's in the background. Because it's silly. Why would you have white in there? And then fix any of the corners that you're having issue with, because sometimes our corners don't listen. And sometimes our drawing isn't quite what we wanted it to be. So that's when we just kind of go, hey, guess what? I want you to do this or that or whatever. And then, yeah. How pretty is that? So, again, I'm telling you, you can do this. Now, you could put a background on here after it dries, and you could put, like, oh, you know what you could really do? What would be really cool is if you took, like a sparkly pen and just a pen and just wrote the veins in with a sparkly pen on any of these. I know you can't see all three of them at the same time, probably, huh? Maybe. Oh my goodness, look at that. Gorgeous. 3 different leaves, same leaf. The same leaf, 3 different ways. If you can't make a leaf, then you're not trying, because this is super easy. And I don't mean to say that and be ugly. I'm just saying, if you can take a pencil, any pencil, doesn't have to be this, it can be any pencil, and you just like let the pencil do the work. And just go around any leaf. It doesn't have to be that big either. You can get a small leaf. Why not? And then just go around the leaf and see what comes of it. And look at how pretty they are. Oh, they're so pretty. If somebody made a leaf like this and then cut these out, put it on a card, or just cut this in half and put it on a card and send it to me and said, I was thinking about you. Oh my goodness, would that make me happy? Seriously, people. So, if you know of somebody who likes fall, what a wonderful way to brighten their day. That's going to be our whole theme from now on. What can we do to bring ourselves out of our shell, to have a good therapy session? I know everybody's into therapy, and that's great. Have a great therapy session with yourself. Do art. That is the best thing. Get you out of your head. It makes you think about something. So try this. See what happens. We're going to be like looking at things that make ourselves relaxed and happy. Get ourselves out of the moment. Also, what can we do with this for someone else? You know, like we made the little rocks and left them places for people to find. Yeah, fine. Excellent. What about making a card for somebody and sending it to them and just being like, hey, or walking it right next door to a neighbor and being like, hey, I did this and I just thought you might like it because I've made 25 leaves now and I need to get rid of a few. So have a great day. I hope everything in your life is coming up totally wonderful everywhere you go. I hope that you are just happy and content in what you have. And that is the secret of happiness, I do believe. If you can be happy in where you are and what you got and be grateful for those things, then that's the secret to happiness. So, you have a great day. Give me a thumbs up, like it, share, comment. Send this video to a friend. I'm probably going to add some stuff to these and see what I can come up with. But yeah, I would love to hear what you think about this. And we will talk to you very soon. Have a great day. Bye. Okay, so I put veins on them. These ones I used King's Art glitter pens. I used all the colors. Really, really pretty. I think that one turned out really cool. And then this one, I just used the brown. Still glittery and beautiful. And just light. I think that looks nice. And then this one, I used Derwent's tinted charcoal. And you can wet this. So I just sketched it on there a little bit, and then I took a very small paintbrush and got it just a tad wet, went over the lines just to make it look pretty. But look, all three of them, they're so pretty. Okay, I want to see if you can do this. Okay, I will talk to you soon. Have a great day. I hope everything in your area is coming up totally wonderful, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.